Hello students, today we are going to create a Lichtenstein photo composition similar to this. So go ahead and open up Photoshop and then open up your image you would like to work on. The first thing I like to do is crop my image. I have some extra area right here, so I'm going to make sure it looks like the rule of thirds here, and check mark, and then I always get off of the crop tool. The next step I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adjusting the brightness contrast. It works best if we have a lot of contrast. So menu bar, image, adjustments, brightness, contrast. I'm going to drag the contrast all the way up, maybe a little less, and I'm going to just adjust the brightness just a little bit. I think around there should be good. I'm going to hit OK. And then we need to convert to black and white. So Control-Shift-U converts to black and white. And we're going to use a new tool today called Posterize. So if you go to the image bar, the menu bar, and go to Image, Adjustments, Posterize. Okay. I can see that part of it is missing right here. So I'm going to try level 5 and see if that does a little bit better. Oh yes, I'm happy with level 5 right here. Okay. So I'm going to hit OK. Alright. The next thing I'm going to do is I don't want this spot right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. I'm going to take my lasso tool for selection. I'm going to bring it right along here. And I'm going to go right around here, across the bottom, and up to join it again. There we go. And now I'm going to, on the keyboard, select I for the eyedropper tool. And I'm going to select that background color, and I'm going to fill this area with the gray value I selected. Beautiful. Deselect, Control D. See, there's a little bit of area here I'm not too fond of, so I'm going to get the pencil tool, and I will have that gray pencil line. I'm just going to clean this up just a little bit here. Oops. Okay, made a little error there, so that's why we have step backwards. Okay. Let's try one more time and start from the top. Go down this time. There we go. Get rid of that little area there. Get rid of this little area here. Get rid of some of these other white specks in here that I don't want. I'm being a little picky now. You don't have to be so picky. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close this area up right here. So I'm going to select I on the keyboard again. I'm going to get this gray color, and then I'm going to select B on the keyboard. I'm going to get my pencil tool again, and I'm just going to close this up right here. And back down so it's a little smoother right in there. It's a nice chin line. Okay, now I'm ready to color, and I'm going to use the color scheme red, yellow, and blue, which are the three primary colors. So I am first going to select this lightest area, and I'm going to make it yellow. So I'm going to take the third tool down underneath the quick selection tools, the magic wand, and I'm going to click the light areas. If I do not select anti-alias or contiguous, all the areas that are light in value get selected, and then I'm going to go to the foreground background color, and I'm going to select a nice yellow. Okay, edit fill, and foreground color, okay. I'm going to step backwards because what I don't want to do is fill it on my background layer. I want to create a new layer, and then I want to fill it with the yellow color and go OK. The next thing I want to do is deselect, Control D. Excuse me, hit the wrong key, Control D. And then I want to add the Ben-Day dots like Roy Lichtenstein, because I'm trying to make something similar to his work. And so I'm going to select Fit in View so I can see my view. And I can play around with the size of the pixels. I can play around with the contrast of the pixels. But I think I'm going to go with 40 and 4. I think that will give a nice emphasis. All right, 40 and 4. I'm going to go back to the background layer. I'm going to select my magic wand, and I'm going to click the next value of gray. And for this, I'm going to select a beautiful red popping color, so I can be in with the time of the pop artists. I will pick red, and I will create my own new layer, and I will fill it with red. And very nice and bright. So I'm going to deselect, Control deselect. I'm going to pick the black. I'm going to go back down to my background layer first, and I'm going to select the black areas, and I'm going to choose a nice blue, dark blue color. I'm going to pick dark blue. There we go. And I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to edit fill, foreground color again, and I'm going to deselect again, Command D or Control D. I'm on my Mac, so I'm using Command D. The next thing I'm going to select, oops, I think I messed up, Control D, is this color right here. So I'm going to select it, and I see that I will fill it with blue also. All right, there I have my selection made. I could step backwards. I think I will. I will step backwards, and I will make a new layer, and I think we should give it a little bit more contrast. So I'm going to pick a bright blue here. Make the composition a little bit more interesting, and then I'm going to edit fill, foreground color. There we go. I think I like that. Now Control D, and now I'm going to find a message that I want. I'm not too happy with this right here. So I think I'm going to select this and fill it with red. Okay, I'm going to just get rid of that area right there. Maybe leave a little bit of it there. Edit, fill, color. I'm being picky right now. Fill. Foreground color. There we go. And oh, it would be helpful if you were on the right layer, right? So I'm going to be on this layer here. All right, it's not working, so I'm not going to worry with it. The next thing I want to do is I want to make a speech bubble, but before I do, I'm going to go to the top layer and I'm going to make a new layer. Down by the garbage can on the right hand side is a shortcut, create a new layer. And then if you go on the toolbar, if you go down the left right before the little hand, you'll see the rectangular tool. Click on it and hold. Go to the custom shape tool. And then if you click the arrow down on the shape tool, you will see all the shapes. If you don't have all the shapes here, you can click the settings wheel and you can go to all. And then you'll be able to see all of the tools that are available to you. And if you scroll down, you will see that we have many different language or speech bubbles. So I'm going to select Talk 8. And up here I have fill. I want my speech bubble to be filled with, how about yellow? And I want it to be outlined with a poppin' blue. And then I'm going to draw my speech bubble. And I see it's facing the wrong way. So we all know how to edit, transform, flip horizontal. Now it's going the right way, but it's still off. So I'm going to Control T and I'm going to turn it so it's not over her face, and then I'm going to move it out here. I could move it down, I could move it up, I could stretch it out, but I think I'll work with it too stretched out. All right. And what message are you going to have your person say? Do not forget to commit to the transformation. Always select the check mark. Now we're going to add some text. I think she's going to be bold. And I'm going to make the text red. Yes, I am. And I'm going to write I am the. Boy, spelling is bad today. Keeper of the key. Oops, space. Key, and I see it's way up here, so I'm going to get the move tool. I'm going to move it down here, and then I'm going to select Control T so I can transform it and turn it like this so it's going the right way, get it lined up just the way I want. Okay, check mark, commit, and there we go. please try this, and please try this assignment. And I'm going to, can't stop playing around with it. I'm going to add an exclamation mark. And I think I'm going to make the size just a little tiny bit bigger. But I want you to go ahead and decide on what you're going to do, and hopefully you can follow along these steps and be creative yourself. Enjoy.